What up, y'all? Welcome to a live, fully functioning episode of Layman's Word.
Does this count as episode one or
One point
one
one
asterisk?
1.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh man, was the last one an Astro episode?
it's the last
Right?
episode.
An astro episode?
The last one was the Astro episode. All right, for sure.
So this is your first guy. Yeah, damn, I'm all fucked up, huh? See, so what happens when you go live.
Hey, bro,
Uh,
have you had today?
Actually, none yet. Actually, I have one right here. I might have it. Yeah. So if this is your first time listening, this is Layman's Word, where we just take on topics, everyday topics that other podcasts might not talk about. But today we're actually going to take on one that's pretty popular. What's going on? We are going to talk about how we're doing and what we're doing to keep ourselves busy during this quarantine. As always, I will have my co-host here, Angel. Good Angel.
Be good angel or trash angel?
Uh, I think you're GA, good angel, just because the T something that's specific to that previous episode.
Got
Because
it. You
it was
because you were
moment
a
type of
little
thing.
upset. You were a little upset at me.
Well,
Is
I
what it
was
was.
I was very upset. I was more upset at Eddie at the fact that he brought me on a podcast and didn't give me a heads up. Hey, just a heads up, this guy's an LAFC fan, right?
Uh,
Which listen, if you guys know who I am already, I've been on record saying I disowned my sister for being an LAFC supporter. So, yeah. So the fact that Eddie kind of got me to be here without throwing that out from the get go automatically made you TA, which equals trash angel, in the now asterisk episode one. Um, Hence the obviously I'm all decked out in my Galaxy gear,
I was
right? But
gonna
yeah,
say he had
yeah,
to show up all G'd up today
yeah,
too.
all G'd
Huh?
up today. See
I
this?
see. I even see.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
look
the
at that.
sweater. The Kings even
Ah,
got
yeah,
The
got a
color
rep,
rubbing
baby,
in
got a
it.
rep.
a cup.
But yeah,
That's
just
too
because
good.
of the
Too
sake
good.
of it's to me it was very specific to that episode, so I'll keep it as GA for now. I'll let you be the good one.
All right. All right. So
Yeah,
today I'm
yeah,
good.
GA.
Today I'm good,
So,
Angel.
so,
Yeah.
so the man that just gave you that little rant right there is our special guest today, Angel. You might know him from Straight from the Stands if you are a Galaxy fan, because they're the most famous podcast out there. The rest
Allegedly,
are the rest are trash.
can't
Uh,
confirm nor deny. Oh, that I can confirm,
Ah,
especially one called Nag News.
you know
ah,
what? That's it. Never mind. You're not. You're no longer Angel. You're
cut
long
the feed.
story.
Cut the goddamn feed right now.
Oh shit. But yeah, man. How you guys doing? How you guys holding up? I don't know what now.
I
Um,
guess it depends on who you ask, what day it is, how long they've been quarantined. Some people are working every single day. Their lives are unaffected except for dealing with extra stress at work. And other people are legitimately at home. You know what I mean? Like trying to find ways to pass the time. So I don't really know what day I'm on yet, to be honest with you. I'm not sure, but every day is a new challenge, and it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. How
GA, I'm
about you?
curious though. What's your setup like? I mean, are you still going to work? Were you,
Absolutely.
because I know some people have been laid off. I mean, what's your situation like?
So currently for me, I am blessed, lucky, fortunate, whatever way you want to describe it. I've just been lucky enough that the CFO that I work for, she was gracious enough to get us paid for the time that we were spending there. She's getting us hazard pay, an additional $25 for every day that you show up physically to work.
Nice.
Personally,
It's cool.
I only have to do two 12-hour shifts during the week, and then the rest of it is spent working from home. Doing schedules and answering emails, things of that nature. And I still get paid my full salary, so it's not a bad deal for me at all.
Sweet.
It's pretty good for me. Um,
That changed it from what we last talked last week, right? Or over the weekend?
no, it's no. It's pretty much the same deal. I think the only thing that changed was the hazard pay.
Yeah,
You
yeah. That was about to say
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah, that came this week. Sent out an email, but I mean, as amazing, I'm telling you, my CFO is amazing. She's retroactively paying everybody back from I think Monday the 23rd.
Wow.
So anybody that showed up for work between Monday the 23rd to now is getting paid that extra hazard pay, and that goes for hourlies. Pretty much anybody that's showing up to the building is getting that extra pay. So that's awesome.
Damn, that's amazing. That's super gracious, dude.
Yeah, I work for some pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Like the company that I work for is run by a stern Asian woman, but an Asian American woman. But she is, I mean, she is just amazing, dude. She's amazing, and I always give her credit for being, one of the best bosses I've ever had. And I don't say that just because, I hope that one day she'll hear this. I don't mind telling her and letting her know personally, verbally that I think that she's awesome and she's incredible in everything that she does. And I'm just happy to be part of that family and happy to be able to provide for my family, in the way that I have and help out right now. Because we've got a 2-month-old here at home. We're lucky that she's on leave right now to be able to care for our little baby. But having this extra gifted bonding time has been clutch for me and my fam. I like it.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Now that we got through all that positivity, what's up
See,
with
this is
you,
why he's
BA?
GA, right?
Right? This is why he's
Good
GA.
Angel. Yeah, good Angel. Yeah.
Yeah, tune out now because this is gonna get sad in a second.
No. Don't leave. Don't leave. Grab a Kleenex. Grab a Kleenex.
Go ahead, Angel. BA, what's going on with you, man?
Man, COVID-19, man. It's crazy. I was laid off now exactly a week ago.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you. Hell yeah. So do we celebrate now, or how does this work? I was
Okay.
shocked, man. Because I started the year really well at work. I killed it in January, killed it in February. Went out for vacation. Friday, March 7th. Left. Well, actually, not necessarily that day, but I missed a couple of days from work. That first week before I was leaving to Miami because I wasn't feeling well. No, it's not the Rona. But obviously we get back from our Miami trip and everyone's now working from the office. From the entire time that we went to Miami for a trip and we got back, everything happened while we were away. So everything was shut down in LA. So we missed the whole craziness of everyone rushing to the stores and making the lines and all that stuff. So we get back and everything's already in shutdown mode, with the exception of the essential places, right? And same thing with my company. We're working, remotely. So, for one full week, I'm working remotely. I haven't seen anyone in my office for 3 weeks at that point, or 2 weeks now. And then, that following week, which was last week, on Thursday, I get the call and, hey, you're laid off because the Rona, because of COVID-19. And that was, at least from my understanding, at least about 20-25% of the workforce across the nation was like, oh, because of so I'm in recruiting. Obviously we place people
Right.
for jobs, right? And if no companies are hiring, then we have no one to place. So there's that. And now I'm I guess paid. No, not paid, but I don't know what to call it. 'Cause I have a severance package. I'm getting, but it's nothing exciting. Nothing to be like, oh, I'm good for the next 3-4 months. Just a few weeks. So I guess for the next 2 weeks, I'm a second grade teacher.
All right.
Yeah, second
It's
grade
not a
teacher.
it's not a bad gig.
Yes, here
I
at
saw
home. Yeah.
You're giving them the see.
Actually, that's like overtime. Who do I charge for overtime? Because that's with the other one.
That's the extra
That's with the little one.
activities. That's the after school program. So
Yeah, there
we're
you
gonna
go.
have
Yeah, so that's the after school program. Exactly, that's what it is. Yeah.
I just no, that's volunteer work. That's gonna go in his college application.
to- you got credits for this one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the same boat as BA. I haven't gone to work like in 3 weeks now, and actually been getting paid up to this Sunday, which is cool.
Nice.
But then it's like, kind of, the hell do I do? I'm obviously got to file or look for work. Actually, been looking for some kind of work in the meanwhile, because although I'm laid off, when we
Amazon. Bro.
fuck that.
That's not a joke, man. Like it's not a joke. Like Amazon's hiring a ton of people, and there's a lot of people who don't last. So it's there.
No, I get you, but you got to use your own car, and then I'm not trying to wreck my car like that.
I'm
I
not
did
sure
it-
that you need to do that. You should talk to our buddy Fix
Alright.
and find out, because I know that guy. He drives a company vehicle for sure. He for sure does. And if you were to get hired, I don't necessarily think that they're hiring right now for delivery drivers
Yeah.
as much as they are for order pulling and packing.
Oh, nice.
So you'll be at a
At the
depot.
fulfillment center. Yeah.
And
Nice.
if I can further elaborate, they're actually opening a depot in Southgate.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Oh
There's
wow.
signs already.
really,
Yeah.
you should really look into that
Yeah.
because I think I spoke to my cousin Jonathan JJ.
Yeah.
Uh, I spoke to him maybe I want to say a month before this COVID thing went down, and he was telling me that they were developing one there, and that in about a month or two time, they were going to start looking for people for that center and hiring all kinds of levels of they were looking for all levels of employment. So
Nice.
look into it, man, because
Right.
right now that's the only thing that's rocking, bro.
I will, cause well, I did it for extra cash before, so that's the experience I had with Amazon. But I didn't even think they were gonna hire all these inside people. I'd be more down for that.
100,000 jobs, I think they said 100,000 or more. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the last I heard of it. I mean, you need to get that webcam going. Shake that ass.
Shake that ass for me. You know. Yeah.
I mean, since premium is free, they need all this kind of new content, right? So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know about YouTube though. YouTube's still like, oh, you wanna pay for you could get a what is it, a 7-day trial and then you gotta pay? Man, fuck YouTube.
no, don't say that. We're on them right now.
Can't say that, bro. Can't say that.
No,
By the
I'm
way,
not saying it's
for
not
me
even that though, because it's the right way of saying it is the way that Chewy says it. So they don't even I'm talking about them, you know? Yeah.
um no, dude, for me personally, that YouTube thing that really works. Like I've got a little family going where it's like you can link up to 6 emails on YouTube if you get the premium, and all 6 of those emails can stream on as many devices as their heart's desire. So it's pretty awesome. Like for like the whatever $8 or $10 a month that it costs, or 12, whatever it is. And the music library that it has, bro, it has everything you can imagine and all the offbeat shit too. So if somebody did an acoustic version of a song that's hot on YouTube, you can have it. Like, you know what I mean? If somebody did a jazz remix in their living room and that shit's fire, you can have it. Like, YouTube music is the shit, bro. I love that.
Listen, I can confirm that YouTube has of me and 4 other my buddies doing I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys back in like 2011. If you
Yes, I got
look
it.
up this gem. It's Shrimp Street Boys. Shrimp Street Boys. That should come up on YouTube. As a matter of fact, let me check. I have YouTube up right here. I'll tell you right now.
we should have had that prepared. We could have played it for everybody like an intermission or something.
Well, I can share my screen and we can do that.
Hey, besides the whole work.
Oh,
thing,
there it
man,
is. Shrimp Street Boys 8 years ago. 125 views.
Did you say
Boom.
street? Did you say street?
Yeah, Shrimp Street, one word. Shrimp Street, and then Boys separate. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I got the those badass vocals. You know, they don't call me AJ
And
McClain
8
for no
years
reason.
ago. Yup, I see it.
Yeah, that's
125
yeah.
views, about to get 126.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
27,
You
20.
If I happen to be a little
My
bit distracted.
fire. Yeah.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys, baby.
Woo.
Yeah, Shrimp
Man,
Street
it's
Boys.
like 6 of you mobbing up in here.
So whatever,
Duh.
5, 6, same shit.
Duh. It's a whole house full of fools. Damn.
Listen, if you're watching, go Google that Shrimp Street Boys. There you go. You're welcome.
That's
You're
great.
welcome.
Nah, I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing.
we just set
I bet
up
you
for
back in the
fame.
day though, probably the type that would say like, "Nah, I don't like that song. That song is gay."
Oh no, I've been about the Backstreet Boys life since day one. So
Oh, is that
I've
right?
owned that shit. Yeah, hell yeah, even now.
Man, all right, for sure.
Yeah,
So,
listen, I'm all over the place. You wanna do I mean, you name it. The only thing I really don't fuck with is EDM music. I can't fuck with EDM music.
interesting.
That gives me massive headaches, bro.
I wonder if it's the type of EDM that you've exposed yourself to, or is it just in general because a lack of substance for you?
Listen, I'm not doing none of that. Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Damn, look at all our viewers drop.
Yeah.
We went from
Yeah.
6 million to 11.
Damn, 11 million? Oh, that's an increase. What you mean?
Yeah.
No, but people, it's like I'm serious. Like, look, and this is what I have under.
Yeah, for sure.
So like my
Alright.
music's all over the place. And
Alright.
like quick story. I used to DJ forever, a long time ago. Like I was South Central famous. Used to call me DJ Scooby. So I used to be all over the place in music. So yeah, music is the only thing I really couldn't fuck with was EDM. And when EDM started hitting again, like heavy,
Yeah.
I was already getting out of the scene, so I kind of just got out right at the right
Yeah.
time, if you say it for me. Because then, like towards the end, I was already playing some of that. I'm like, not really, this is not really me. But
Yeah.
but I
Wasn't
could go
your
back to
style.
doing it because now it's back to that perreo life and that hip hop life, So so that bad buddy, babe,
Sounds like
so,
Brian, bro.
yeah,
Sounds just like
yeah,
Brian.
yeah,
Yeah, well,
exactly.
that's one thing you guys both have in common. You guys both are in love with him. So
With
Yeah,
with
I'm not
definitely.
perreos.
I'm not jealous, by the way. Um,
But yeah, I know we
besides
sidetracked a little bit there.
That's what this
besides
is all
the
about.
right,
That's what this
hey,
is all about. And don't
yeah.
you dare bring up J Balvin without telling them that Coachella story, sir. Don't you dare.
Now, I have told him that story.
Already? All right,
I
all
haven't
right.
heard the J Balvin story.
We'll circle back to it.
No,
'Cause
we
All
won't.
right, that's fine.
No, we
All
won't.
right,
We're
all
gonna
right,
get
all
all
right.
I'm
about it.
gonna write this down,
I,
and we're gonna
I'll do
circle
it.
back to this towards the
I'll
end.
do it. I'll do it real quick. All right, I'll do it real
All
quick.
right, all
Quick.
right. Okay,
Self
go
burn
ahead.
here. So Coachella last year. I went with my good friend GA over here. Day two. Day two.
J Balvin, man.
I've been wanting to venture with this other natural substance that he had access to, and he, being the spirit guide that he is, we're like, we're gonna do it this way, that time. Let's do it. So we did it. I started laughing. Dude is like, hey, I started laughing. I literally see GA on my right, and I see him float, and all of a sudden he's walking on my left. I'm like, oh shit! But it wasn't like a bad oh shit. It was just like oh shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And he's like, you're feeling it, huh? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, cool. Let's just go watch. J Balvin was coming up next, but our mentality was like, oh, it's just gonna be like hot girls dancing on stage, like that's it, that
Oh,
way.
you were in for a show because you
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
his
but
vibe. Oh yeah,
we didn't know.
damn. And if you were tripping out, ooh,
No,
yeah.
neither.
Oh man.
No, no,
I
no.
don't
So
think I don't think either of us were ready.
no, so GA is just trying to ease me in, right? He's like, it's just gonna be chill. We're gonna vibe out to the music,
Yeah.
dude. It was just a blessing, bro. Because then that happened, and it was like the most amazing thing I ever seen. Like I was questioning whether it was in my head or if it was really happening, but it was fucking amazing, dude. It was
all I
like,
could hear, I'm just trying to dance and vibe to the music, and all I can hear is Eddie. Are you seeing this? Are those floating mushrooms?
Well, there you
Is
go.
that really happening?
So for context, people that don't know J Balvin, sure, he's perreo as fuck, right? When it comes to his music and shit, like music videos and his style when it comes to stuff like that, it's trippy as fuck. Not in the same sense of like Bad Bunny stuff that's been out there. It's more like, hey, yeah, if you're into doing all types of ill shit, like sounds like you two are, you're gonna be tripping the fuck out because we're talking about really bright colors, fucking floating duckies
Yup.
in different colors, pandas dancing, fucking mushrooms, clouds. You guys were going around when he was doing his last stint with his last album, and that was really big on like happy faces,
Yep.
like
Orb, that
clouds
Cookie Monster.
and shit like that. Yeah, like clouds, and it was all really bright stuff. So if you're doing some type of ill shit, yeah, you're gonna trip the fuck out to this shit big time.
Oh, but it was good. It was dope, man.
Are you seeing this?
Yeah, but it was amazing, bro. And then he does like all the classics. Like he does like it's Coachella's very diverse. So
Yeah.
people are just vibing because people are most of the time they're on something, so they're just vibing to the music. But then this will put on Gasolina. Doesn't matter where they were from, what
Yeah.
color skin they were, purple, yellow, black, whatever, dude. Everyone was singing it out loud. It was
I
like
take it he did it like an homage to Daddy Yankee. Is that what it was?
no, he did a bunch of people. He ended with
Oh, he
Gasolina.
did a lot of people's music. All right, for sure.
Because apparently we went weekend one, yeah, right.
Correct.
It was his he was the first reggaeton artist to play on the main stage.
Oh snap! I didn't know that.
So he paid homage to all the reggaeton.
Right, everyone that came before him. All right,
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
All right. Well, so now back to this pod though.
Yeah.
Are you seeing this?
Long
Are you
story
seeing
short,
this?
we were fucked up.
Long story short, you were fucked up watching J Balvin. Yeah.
And that was amazing. So back to the depressing shit. Besides the whole work situation, what's been the toughest thing, guys? Dealing with being at home or, well, toughest in general, because I mean, not all of us are staying at home. Some of us are going to work.
I guess I'll go first, because it sounds like you guys get to go. Well, at least GA gets to go out a little bit more than I do. It's really hard for me, man. I mean, it's good because I get to be home with the kids. Like just yesterday, 2 days ago, I started playing FIFA with my eldest, so he's learning how to play FIFA. And from the first day to late yesterday, you can see the progression. So it's been rewarding, to play, to engage with him in a different way. With the little one, we've been wrestling, so I've been watching wrestling videos with him now. Eddie knows this. I don't know about you, Jay, but I'm not really into wrestling because it's fake as fuck. But to my kid, it's exciting, right? My little one, he's excited, like, oh, so right now he's in that John Cena stage. So every now and then he's like, oh, I'm John Cena, and then I have to pretend I'm in the crowd, and he comes and takes off his shirt and he gives it to me, and then gives me his little sweatband, and I have to thank him, and I have to play out this whole scene, right? So all that stuff has been cool, interacting with my kids in a different way than I usually do. Because when I was going to work, you go to work in the morning and drop off my 8-year-old at school. Then I go to work from X to X. Some days when I had soccer, I wouldn't be coming home until they were already in bed. So that's been the positive. I've learned how to cook a few things actually since we last chatted. Just today, I piggybacked off of Lisa's rice. So if anyone asks, I made the rice. She didn't make the rice. I made the rice. All right. If anyone asks, I made the rice. So it's a few things like that, and there. Actually, one thing that I've been doing, and I think one takeaway that was big for me, in the last pod, that in the original episode, in the first episode, definitely learned something. And I think I mentioned to you guys I was learning things and still doing things. But one thing that I've been doing right now that I've been involved to some degree with my sons, with the 8-year-olds, work from, homeschooling stuff, is I've downloaded a flashcards for basic math, second, third, fourth grade math on my phone. For me, so I've been like, whenever I'm doing something, I'm going over basic ass math. I have a thing that I know I'm bad at math, but I have this, like, I'm self conscious about, hey, well, what if I get 6 plus 6 wrong? Right? I know what the answer is, but it's just in the back of my head, like, fuck, like, I don't want to look like a dumbass. I know what the answer is. Like, I know what fucking 12 times 3 is, right? But like, it always bugs me, like, damn, like, because sometimes when I'm let's say we go to pay somewhere and I'm paying the check and I'm adding up the tip, in my mind I still have to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, it's just not automatic, right? And that's something I've always been self-conscious about, and I've been working on that. So that's one thing, like, hey, I know it's so stupid and easy, but it's something that bugs me, right? I want to be able to get math like this, like some people can. Like, to me, I still think that my 8-year-old does math better than I do.
Yeah.
But again, that's one of the positives. Those are positive things that I've been able to do. Obviously, hang out with kids, freeload off of Lisa's cooking. I'm cooking now. She put some things, and I go stir the stuff. So I'm learning how to cook, right?
Your little
And
handler
obviously
helper, huh?
during the downtime, staying on top of trying to be better at math. But the negatives, and this is what really bugs me, is obviously the activity. As you guys can tell, right? I'm an extrovert. I can't, like, Lisa's enjoying this time. She gets to be home and just chill and be in bed or watch movies after she's done with work. Time of her life. I can't. Like, she gave me shit for going out running. Was it yesterday? I'm like, oh, I mean, she has a point, but it's, I hate being stuck in the house. Like, I mean, I can do it or whatever, but I need to go out. I need to play soccer. Eddie, this. Like, we play soccer on Sundays. Like, I miss that. If there's one thing I miss the most, is being able to go out and just play soccer. I mean, just, was it Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, Sunday mornings? That was a thing, and I was happy as fuck doing that. Like, I could miss other shit. I didn't matter, but if I was playing ball, that was great to me. Then I miss that. I miss that a lot. And just being able to go to Galaxy games. Watch them fuck up LAFC for fun. All that shit. Like, it's just dope to me. I miss all that. Like, I really miss all that stuff. Being able to go out, and that's been the hardest thing. Working out, I still can do it at home, but it's not the same thing. When you get your cardio in, I mean, I can do jumping jacks, I can do my burpees, but still not the same thing as, again, going out to play soccer and getting that high intensity. Because if you're working out by yourself, at least me, I need, if I'm going to do some high intensity stuff, I need someone else to be pushing me. I can't just make myself do the high intensity stuff. But that's it. Long story short, it's cool and it's bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Me, dude. Well, toughest thing is I mean, getting some of the essential stuff, dude. I just actually just ran out of toilet paper, so I've been newspapers, dude. Times are rough.
Oh, is that the one you've been working on? Oh, so for
Uh,
context, the 8 million viewers that we have, or 10 million viewers that we have right now, Eddie's been working on quote unquote coronavirus related dad jokes.
yeah,
So there you go. You're
that's
welcome.
paper joke. That's bad material.
uh, anyways, I mean,
Uh,
toughest for sure. It's just the no sports, man. Keeping yourself entertained. I mean, there's no live sports, and that was always my go-to. You know, I'd fucking spend time watching Sports Center, watching just highlights of whatever. But literally, I turn on sports. I turn on Sports Center now, and I'm watching shit I already seen. I already know. I need new content. So that's driving me. That's what's really driving me crazy, dude. And yeah, I mean, I made the joke about the the toilet paper, but yeah, dude, going out and getting some stuff has been pretty tough too, because uh, my folks are a little older, so they're a little more, high risk. So sometimes they need things, and I go get them, and it's it's crazy, dude, because people don't listen. People don't listen. We're not supposed to hoard. We're not supposed to freak out, and they do, man. And
yeah.
there's really no way around it. I made that joke about the toilet paper, but in a few weeks, who knows? It might not be a joke. It might be something real.
Well, someone is probably really going through it. We don't know. Maybe there's a family that has a couple babies and they're running out of wipes. Like, I don't know. You could be right. That could be the truth for someone right now.
Funny that part of the safer at home initiative or whatnot, or ordinance I should say, um was that you weren't allowed to gather in groups of 10 or more, right? And it's like there's some households, and then like that it's at least a dozen people in that house given time, because there's more than one family that lives there. It's the only property in the family, so everybody stays there. And it's one of those things where it's really really difficult to manage. Just today, dude, I was coming back from my physical therapy appointment, and I saw a whole group of people walking in the street. It must have been like 8 of them, and they're walking as close as can be to each other, walking down the street. Now I don't know where they're going. I don't know if they're going to the supermarket. I don't know. I have zero idea where any of these people are going, but I imagine they're a family, and there's like 8 of them, and they're all walking together. So it's crazy. It's crazy how some people can ignore what's going on around them and pretend. But then there's also yeah, it's just it's crazy. It's crazy to me to watch how like you said, how people are just ignoring the facts or ignoring the direction.
Yeah, no, and definitely, and I'll touch on that too, because I've been walking my dog, and I've just been walking her right here around the block and stuff.
Oh, like your real dog. I thought you were gonna do some dad joke and drop like, oh,
Oh, no,
the
no,
yo
no, no,
yo.
no.
Oh, walking the dog.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
All right. Just making sure. All right, all right.
I'm just touching on what GA said. Um, so yeah, so just right here nearby, around the block, and then I was like, "Fuck it," you know what? She had like, guys don't know what zoomies are, right? When they have too much energy and they just want to run around, and they need to burn it out, right? So they'll start. So had the last couple of days, she was kind of doing that. I was like, you know what? Let me go a little further. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna walk up to the park. The park from me is like what, 5 blocks, GA, something like that.
Even that,
Yeah. So I like
lucky
walked.
bastard.
So I walked into the park, and dude, people are not listening, dude. That park, that track is fucking packed, and like you said, there's groups of people walking, and it's just like, dude, this. And then there's that park is notorious for having fucking Sanchos and Sanchez's meeting up at the park. That shit still happens in the
Oh,
parking
word?
lot. Yeah, dude. You go to that park
Eh.
any time of the day, that parking lot there, right there, like. Yeah. So, uh, so yeah, dude. People are not listening. We're in for the long run for this shit, dude. I know, like, what the goal was, like May or whatever. Right now, I don't see it, because that no people are just fucking
Well,
stubborn,
for
dude.
context, LAUSD announced, I don't know, was it yesterday? I don't even remember what Lisa told me now. But I guess schools are officially closed for the rest of the school year. Now, obviously, education is still going to keep going on. Like the kids are still going to be doing homeschooling, virtual schooling with their teachers and whatnot. But in terms of actually being physically at their respective LAUSD schools, they're shut down for the remainder of the year. So, to my knowledge, I'm guessing people that were supposed to graduate this year, whether it's fifth grade combination or middle school, eighth grade combination, or high school graduation, they're probably not going to have a graduation.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
No proms. Some virginities are gonna
Oh yeah,
last
no
a lot
proms.
longer.
Oh
Huh?
damn, some virgins till college. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, bro. I have not thought
You're
about
welcome.
that this entire time. Those poor virgin souls.
It's
Damn.
gonna be like a scene from American Pie type of thing.
Hold on,
Damn.
guys. Hold on, guys. You know what? It's not that great. Don't worry, virgins.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's
Wink,
hilarious.
wink. Oh man.
Good.
Good time.
I wonder what it's like right now for for people who depend on others, for that social interaction, as part of their daily lives and daily routine. Like what is it like right now? Like what's going on in a stripper's world, or a tattoo artist, or like what are the servers and bartenders doing right now? Because speaking as a former bartender, showing up to work and running into possibly hundreds of people a day, there was something really gratifying about all of that. Being able to provide an experience and being able to have a good time with people, and then just kind of trusting you to provide a good atmosphere and a good vibe. Like there was something to that, and I love that about that type of job. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of other things about that job that I didn't like. Shitty healthcare, I mean, no paid days off, like things that I didn't like about it. Losing my weekends for my entire life, like that was whack. Having to work all major holidays, like all of that sucked.
But that's when you make the most money, right?
But dude, I mean, no joke. I could have been pocketing anywhere between 200, maybe anywhere between $150 to $200 a night, and that's cash in my pocket, guaranteed. That's guaranteed. Plus, I'm still getting paid hourly to be there too. It's not a bad gig. It really isn't. But you only get that kind of flow if you're good at it.
All right.
If you suck
or if you're cute like me,
there it is. I'm not as cute, but I'm goddamn personable.
No, personable, yeah. That's what you have going for you. Definitely, yeah. You definitely have that. I don't know about this.
I'm a good person,
but you got something. You got something. Oh yeah, you're a good person. That's definitely yeah.
I almost didn't let Eddie get that toilet paper joke, because I was like, "Hey, bro, come through. I got you." I didn't even blink. I didn't even sleep. I was like, "Bro, don't even trip. I got enough. Come through."
Hey, you good? I would be like, "Nah, you asked out." But you're right. That's why you're the nice one. That's why you're the nice one. You get it? Asked out. What I did there?
He didn't even realize it. It took you like a minute.
Damn.
Man. Hey, besides making bad jokes, what do you guys have been doing to keep busy, to keep yourself entertained? So there's no live sports or.
A ver, Jay, what you been doing?
Or bartending.
I've been trying to step up my gaming a little bit.
What you play?
I fell off for a while. In an attempt to save some money and try to be more productive and do other things, you know what I mean, like writing and like songwriting, I should say.
Ooh.
Just in an attempt to do those things prior to COVID. I had canceled my my PlayStation account because I didn't want to be online and doing all that stuff, getting frustrated with 13-year-old kids beating me on FIFA.
Oh, that's funny. I wouldn't know about that. I'm ranked number 1 in the world, so I wouldn't know.
Is that right? Oh, come on now. All that smoke, son.
In my world. Truth be told, actually, and apologies for
an e-game. They did an e-game, LAFC versus Galaxy. Did you guys see that?
Nah.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah, they did it like 2 weeks ago or something like that. They put it on YouTube Live, everything. It was pretty chill. I won't tell you guys the results because you guys won't like it.
I heard we got smacked. It was a charity thing, right?
Yeah. It was.
Well, of
But I mean,
course.
it all
Again,
depends on who they
it's
put on
fake.
the
If it's
stick.
fake, if it's made believe, I know what the outcome is going to be. In
Exactly.
real life, I know what the outcome is.
Exactly. But no, dude, that's it. I was lucky enough that my cousin got frustrated with his Nintendo Switch, and he gifted it to my daughter.
Oh,
And
nice.
then my lady and I decided that it was time to get some games because it only came with Mario Party. So now we are the proud owners of Just Dance 2020, which has been
Just
keep
dance.
me fit. You know what I mean? Trying to keep this girlish figure. And
Oui.
then I also got we got Mario Kart 8, which is
Hell yeah.
dope. And then she just got us Super Smash Brothers. So I'm about to tear that shit up, bro. I'm
Smash.
like, yeah, or no, what is it? Wait, did I fuck that up? Nah, Smash Bros. Yeah,
Smash Bros is
Smash.
the shit.
Yeah, it's a thing. Super Smash Bros. Is a thing.
Yeah, but also in light of that, I also re-up my PlayStation account. So
Oh,
Well, shoot that gamer tag.
yeah,
Go
same
was that
here.
FIFA.
We
Yeah.
could do it live too.
I'm pretty sure.
So it's funny you mentioned that though, because you know how I mentioned so I bought FIFA 20 like I don't know, I think a week or two after it came out. I
Sure.
just opened it. I
Oh.
just opened it like 2-3 days ago because
That's
my
wild.
son wanted to play it.
Nice.
And yeah, so I played online yesterday for the first time. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, 2 days ago for the first time
All right.
in I don't know, like a year and a half or 2.
2 days ago.
No, 2 days ago. Yeah, versus some guy from our Galaxy Universe, John Vasquez. I think you know him, Eddie. And he beat my ass the very first game, like 6-1. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Welcome back. Welcome back. And it was like an ass
So
whooping. I was
that's
trying.
lucky.
Allegedly, I was trying, but yeah, he beat my ass. And that's how bad it's been. Like I haven't been playing in a minute. So I made an effort to play with my son more often. Now I'm beating his ass to get my confidence back up. You know, if someone smashes me, I'm gonna beat his ass in return. So that's how it works. That's the purpose of having kids, you know?
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
where it's at.
Man, that's gonna be like the therapy of the future, huh? Your kid is gonna be sitting on the couch and he's gonna be talking about how you used to beat his ass, but it's gonna be on video games.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
You did what at school today? Get in the chair.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Get in the chair. About to spank that ass of
Get in the
FIFA right
chair.
quick.
Hey,
Kick your ass. 12.
Mr. Cheekies 2000 said, "Sup, Angel." You guys decide who he's talking to.
No, he's talking to me. He says Chendo. I know who Chendo is. He's a homie.
Okay.
Galaxy homie. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
All right, for sure. So myself, keeping busy, just learning certain things, keep trying to find a hobby. I actually built like this whole little setup, learned how to build this whole little setup, uh, just by learning online using YouTube. I highly suggest Skillshare. Skillshare is dope. I think it's the first 2 months that are free, and after that, it's like $100 for a whole year. But basically, is just people teaching you how to do shit from video editing to.
Why don't you tell the truth though?
What?
Tell the truth.
Well,
why is this episode 1 with an asterisk?
Well, here's the thing. I did build this whole setup, but unfortunately, my trash laptop, the CPU couldn't handle it. So, yeah, I mean, I defeated my computer basically. You know, my brain power was a lot stronger than my computer.
Do you agree with me that he just tried to spin it up into a positive about how he defeated technology and fuck Skynet,
Yes,
right? But last week it was
Yeah.
the most important thing, which is the audio. He couldn't get right.
Yeah, that's true, Eddie. It's true, Eddie.
Got
Got you there, my friend.
Yeah.
Normally, this is where I would stand up for you, but unfortunately, I can't.
Well, let's keep hearing about
But
this makeup thing.
But you know what? I saw a problem and I found a solution. So you got to give me credit there too.
The solution was called Chewy, the one that knows how to work your other podcast. Shout out to Chewy, who's in the back end right now.
Yes.
Silent.
Controlling all this shit.
Silent but deadly, like my bowels.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just trying to find new hobbies, and this was it. You'd be surprised how much time I don't want to say wasted, but put into doing this.
Have you tried masturbating with your offhand?
That's
Ooh. Never mind. We're back.
Clearly,
Never
we
mind.
got an expert.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh man.
I'm in my 30s, bro. Come on.
Are you really? Holy shit.
I know.
Man,
Damn.
bro,
I don't want to brag, but I'm 29, you know?
You don't look a
Still my
day
20s.
over 29, bro.
Mm-mm. Look at the women. It's because it's the thing in my eyes. You see that? You see that? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I think I mean, if anybody out there looking for hobby Skillshare, I highly recommend it. It's dope. You guys should check it out too. Even if you don't use it, it's a pretty interesting I guess network, you can say. It's pretty dope. Uh wait,
No, it didn't. But I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. Like, obviously, the one thing has been downloading the
well
flashcards,
well
the
hold on,
basic
hold on.
math.
Hold on then. Well, in that case uh I know a lot of people didn't get to see it. Well, nobody really got to hear it. The last episode, well, the floor is yours again, man. One thing you're really into is working out, and not to give much away, but you live in a smaller space, in a small space, which I'm sure a lot of people do as well. I mean, how have you been keeping up? What, are you getting creative in any way to get your workouts in?
Yeah, and I see it. So this does tie back in. So one of the things I just got lucky, I guess, I think about a month ago or so, I just happened to be at Target and said, "Hey, I just need some shit to have some workout equipment at home," and nothing too crazy. I bought a resistance band. Luckily, Lisa already had one, but it was a light one, so it's like, all right, she has one. I'll buy a heavier one, and I just happened to buy a pull-up bar. No, just cause, like, hey, fuck it. Just what if one day I can't go to the gym, or, I can't do something for whatever reason, I can still work out at home. No excuses type of shit, right? Little
Kind of
did
hit
I know that,
That's cool.
hey, fast forward a month or 2 months later, I need to use these shits every single fucking day. So the biggest thing to me this has really helped through this entire process about working out from home is YouTube. Obviously, I know I took a little shit at YouTube earlier today, but I'm talking like for real. I even created a playlist that I titled, home workouts, right? And it's a variation of the type workouts, whether it's free weights or with bands or with the pull-up bar. So, I created this whole schedule of workouts I'm going to do Monday through, I guess, let's just say Sunday for the sake of conversation, right? Throughout the whole week, where each day I'm going to do something different, and I will follow a specific, video. Obviously, with the resistance band, there's one that I found that's like a 30-minute full body workout that also keeps your intensity high. So it's kind of like my mix of cardio and I can still work out type of thing. Not do like also for build muscle or whatever. So that's what I've been doing. I got lucky. Obviously that I was able to get that resistant band. Listen, I checked on Amazon the other day, and those shits are all sold out. All sold out. So people, after the fact, jumped on the same type of boat. I need something to work out from home. With that being said, though, with some people, I know you can't get equipment anymore or everything's sold out. Go to YouTube. YouTube has all types of workout videos you can do that don't require any type of equipment. You're gonna see some people doing some crazy ass fucking workouts that you don't have to do. You can find some shit that just put what home workout for beginners, no weights or something, some type of string on YouTube and find something. But that's what I've done. I've the challenges, you guys have seen all the challenges, the push-up challenge, all that stuff that's going on. Anytime someone challenges me to some type of workout related one, I jump on it. So that's one thing that I've been pretty good about. I touched on it a little bit earlier today. The one thing that really does suck is I really can't, go out and do cardio. But apart from that, I'm trying to do what I can here at home, whether it's doing burpees or, what do you call it? The ones that go like this, what do you call them? Brain fart right now.
Jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks. There you go. Those. See, that's what we're on YouTube. That's what we're on YouTube. It's a mix, audio and video. See these, right? These. Yeah, jumping jacks.
Oh, sorry.
Not to be confused with these, not
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. So it's a mix, But yeah, I definitely have found a way to make it work. And one thing I realized being on YouTube, and so I took the first day that I'm like, okay, we're gonna be in quarantine. My next couple weeks gonna be like this. I spent like an hour researching videos, which videos work for me, and I basically created again this playlist of which videos I'm gonna use. So long story short, go to YouTube and find a videos, create a playlist of videos that are gonna work for what you need. There's no excuse the whole we're in quarantine, we can't work out. That's all bullshit. Listen, I have 2 kids. I help Lisa with stuff. She helps me with stuff, and I can still find time to work out. Whether it's I'm not gonna lie. I've been waking up right now that I'm not working. I've been working out up at 11. Some days I'm waking up like at 1 p.m. with the boys because we go to sleep like at 3, 4, 5 in the morning just watching
Lucky.
stupid shit. Yeah, that's fine. But even then, one of the things I'm trying to do first couple of things, once I have my coffee, I drop that coffee deuce, and I'm good to go. One of the first things I do is work out. so that by the time it's later in the day and Lisa's off work and the boys are all, and we can while out, we can play with the boys or watch movies or whatever. I try to get all that stuff while she's working out. So I definitely make an effort to get that shit done. So again, long story short, if you want to work out, you can definitely do it. Actually, I think this would probably be a great time to for people that really want to lose weight Listen, to each their own, right? But I just think it's, again, that's what I've been doing for sure. I definitely found a way to stay fit.
You know what you should do, man, is you should really try to promote, a day when you're gonna do some of these workout routines and do like a Instagram live little class, bro. Have everybody check you in your form and help some people who want to learn about that stuff. Because personally, bro, like myself, this body was given to me by God.
And congratulations, you look like fucking Hercules, man. Chiseled as fuck.
It's just been a blessing.
Fucking Greek god.
It's a curse to have so much to offer, so it wouldn't be fair.
Tantas curvas, yo sin frenos.
If I worked out, forget about it. You guys are fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In all honesty, I really do actually need to work out. My therapist today told me that I have a weak core, and it's part of a lot of my issues. So I now have to work out.
See, example though, you say core, right? I mean, look, one thing I will tell you, it's if you really want to get like a really defined six-pack or whatever, one, it's nutrition. That's big, nutrition. That's one thing I've learned from most people talking to. And again, full disclosure, by no means am I an athletic trainer, sports med, a certified athletic trainer or whatever they're called, right? I'm not. This is all just, I've done my own research. I find out what works for me, and I've applied it into my daily life, right? Which is why I don't want to go on YouTube Live or Instagram Live or anything like that, because I'm not going to be someone to be like, hey, this is what you should do. I can share with you what works for me, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you, right? Everyone has their own thing. People do things different. But one thing I have learned is if you want to have that defined six-pack or whatever, it's definitely, nutrition is a big part of it. And also adding some type of weights to your core workouts. However, that does not mean that you're doing your routine of, let's say 10-minute workout of high intensity of your abs or just very focused to your abs, nonstop 10 minutes or whatever. Yeah. That's going to help you for sure tighten up your core. And those are workouts that you can do without weights, that you can do without a dumbbell, without a resistance band. I mean, obviously it's going to help if you want to get to a hardcore defined, where it's like, fucking 8-pack like Batman has and shit. Sure. Yes. Obviously, you have to kick it up a notch, right? But if to strengthen your core, you don't need to do all that. You definitely have to, as long as you feel that you're burning your abs and you're actually getting the workout. That's what matters. You don't even have to do like, how people say, "Oh, I'm doing 1,000 sit-ups." Great, but are you just going, or are you actually, focusing and addressing the muscle? That's one thing that you have to feel the muscle. Yeah, exactly.
Everything. Yeah. If there's anything that I learned, I did a couple personal trainer sessions, and they didn't work out very well. A guy worked me to the ground, and I didn't go see him much after that.
He scared you, huh?
Dude, I'll put it this way. It was so hard that the following day, I was just trying to drink my coffee, and I had to push my hand with my own hand in order to bring the cup towards my lips. Yeah, it was all bad, but it doesn't matter now because now I'm seeing a physical therapist, and they put me through a couple of exercises that I need to do, and I need to make sure that I'm doing them daily, because if I don't improve, I'm in trouble. So now I am definitely going to spend some time of my quarantine working out and trying to better this body. So sucks for you guys. I'm about to be sexy as
hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, I'm already there, so catch up. But that's not...
Well, good thing everyone has their girls locked up right now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Totally opposite of working out. One of the obvious things that people are doing to stay busy is watching stuff online, whether Netflix, Amazon, YouTube. You guys got any recommendations? Something that people might not have seen?
So last time I think I didn't really have anything for you guys, but if you're a real comic book nerd, or if you like
Ooh,
anything
yes.
that's like comic dude, I've been watching Titan lately, Titans, and it's like a live action.
On DC Universe?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing already. That shit is
That series,
fire.
I have not completed the second season, but that shit is fuego, bro. Starfire on that one is exquisite. Oof,
Mm.
sexy.
Yep. Yeah, I
So,
agree 100%. Yeah. I don't know. I was more into Wonder Girl. I thought she was my favorite. I liked her a little bit more.
you know who she reminds me of, though, right?
Who?
She reminds me of the old that one girl that used to come out on Smallville. If you ever watched Smallville,
Lana?
there you go. Boom.
Kristen Crew?
Yup.
She was the love of
That's
my life growing
little.
up.
That's and so now we know why. There it is.
Yep.
That was
There
the
you go.
first thing I
I didn't
said
even
when
think
I
about that.
seen
Yeah,
her.
you're right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Eddie knows that I know my Smallville. He actually put me on a Clark Kent once, my face on a Clark Kent on one of the scarecrows from one of the original, was it season 1? I think it was, Eddie?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know my comic stuff. Well, the DC stuff. I care more about DC than I do Marvel, but that's conversation for another pod.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm Marvel and Android over here. I mean, besides the obvious, people are watching Tiger King right now. You know, you got to keep up with your memes. So go watch
Which
that.
I have not seen yet.
It's entertaining as fuck, dude. It's you sit there and you're like, I cannot believe these people exist in this planet. You know, it's pretty insane, dude. It makes you wonder if it's scripted. I doubt it is, but it's like to that extreme. I mean,
It's like
things you
the Simple Life, right? Like you saw something like the Simple Life, with was it Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie? Is that what it's called?
yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah,
like
that's right. Yeah.
And you see that, and then you wonder to yourself, like, are they really like that? How much of that was an act? How much of that was really them? Because if you look at them now or anything that they're interviewing now, they certainly don't act like that anymore. They're much more mature nowadays, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But if you look at, like, let's say like the Kardashians, right? Like, you have mom still acting a fucking fool on TV. So how much of it is really just them put it on a show? Because one of the things I saw at the beginning of Tiger King was that guy who I don't remember his name at all right now. His name is escaping me. They said that he was the star of his own show at all times, and anytime that you talk to him, that guy was just always on. That's just the way he was. So I wonder how many other people, because let's be honest, like when you're around certain people act certain ways, and birds of a feather flock together, my guy. So maybe those people turned that on to a whole nother level of extra, just because that guy was egging them on to.
Well, I gotta say they're pretty.
Find out.
They're pretty damn good at it. I gotta say that if they really are, but I wouldn't doubt it. Other things, if you guys want to go back, if you guys haven't seen, because they have basically every single episode. Black Mirror. Black Mirror was one of my favorite shows on Netflix.
Hell yeah! Social distancing with the homies.
Hey, this could be like an episode of that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a new norm for us.
Hold on.
Oh, let me... shit. Damn, Black Mirror as fuck. Hold on, let me get the camera. Damn. See, I just fuck with the aliens that are watching this shit right now. Boom.
You ain't down, dog.
Trying to break the fourth wall over there. Hey, I can't wait till that version of Tekken comes out, huh?
Yes.
I wonder if you can have a three-way match.
Oh man.
Oh, I get that. Oh, I see that one. Oh, damn.
See, if you haven't seen Black Mirror,
Hadouken, baby, Hadouken.
It's a great show. Go back and watch. Oh, I think I explained this, and I should explain this to people. What Black Mirror stands for, because it's all about technology and stuff.
Oh yeah, go for it. Really quick, I'm gonna go get my tortillas while you give people.
Go for it, man. So, Black Mirror is basically like your phone or your laptop or your TV when it's off. It's that reflection, dude. It's a black mirror. So,
man,
I found that out and I was tripping out. I was like, oh,
it's pretty deep. A lot of the episodes on Black Mirror, the connection to technology and where it's going, it's pretty scary. Like, did you see that one where it follows a girl who is rated for everything that she does? Like,
yeah.
Another, and they give each other ratings right there in that moment.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Every experience that you have with somebody's going to say whether you were a dick or not. And based on that merit, they could incarcerate you. You can be denied access to travel. That shit was wild, my friend. That's forcing people to be nice to each other. That is crazy. That's crazy.
I can imagine with the nights I've had and BA's had, we'd have a negative rating.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Well, it depends who you ask, because some people might have fun.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Remember, if you've seen that episode, you know you could just walk by them and they just rate you.
Oh, I haven't seen that episode, so I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you should backtrack to that episode for sure. The other thing that's on Netflix right now, if anybody's interested, I think they just released it either today or yesterday. But it's a series that I only saw partially while it was on TV and never got an opportunity to watch it again. So I'm definitely gonna take advantage. Is Community. Community is on Netflix.
They put it on Netflix? Nice.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to tune into that and try to get through that. I'm going to race myself and see how fast I can get through that series.
But,
see what all the hype's about.
It's Childish Gambino and Joe McHale, huh?
Yeah. There you go.
The weirdest combo ever.
Churlish. Personally, I like Abed, bro. Abed's hilarious.
I actually barely started the show. So I'm not familiarized with all the names yet, but
all right, Abed's the Indian guy, and he's hilarious.
That makes sense.
And Allison Brie is so hot.
Who? Sorry, cut off.
Allison Brie.
Okay, I'm assuming that's who he's hitting on at first, right?
Nah, the brunette.
Okay.
I like him nerdy.
I shall pay attention.
Jinkies.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. And so, if you guys happen to come across any Velma cosplays, shoot them my way, bro.
Are you serious? Yeah.
I'm adding them to an. Yeah, hell yeah. You can.
I'm sure if you sign up for that premium and just look it up there, you'll get plenty.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. And someone's probably sure you'll find some shit like that.
But I found out there was a very an Instagram that I came across, and it was a black woman that did Velma. Oof. It was nice. I'm not gonna shout her out because she's not paying me. So, but dude, it was good. It was really good. I'll have to DM that to you next time.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, slide in my DMs real quick though.
Yeah.
So we're talking on the topic of social media. Last time I was talking about how social media was impacting in a positive way, which actually kind of died down. I mentioned how like the weekend before, I felt like I was getting drunk with a bunch of people that weren't in the same room, you know, because we were doing challenges and stuff like that. And I noticed that that's like really died down. I wonder if like people are just, you know, just starting to just build anxiety or just over it, you know. I just wondering what's going on, because it was such a powerful tool in my eyes, keeping people connected, that I'm surprised it died down so fast.
Well, to be fair, and I guess we'll find out, right? Starting perhaps later tonight or tomorrow, given that right now it's Thursday, Pacific Standard Time, 9:08 p.m. in the future. You know, in case anyone comes back and listens to this amazing podcast, and because this is part of history. Yeah, exactly, because it's part of history. So 9:08 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, April 2nd, 2020. Well, it could also be, one, people are probably still hungover, right? Or two, some people are still working. But give it tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, you might be getting hit up with all these tags or seeing people tagging each other, everyone taking, you know, shots or drinking beer or whatever. Because it's now, I noticed that when that happened, we recorded on Saturday or Sunday,
yeah, Saturday.
right? Saturday. So obviously we were seeing what was going on from Thursday night, Friday night, and that day Saturday, because that's what was in our recent memory.
But that was the previous weekend that it happened. And now that looking back,
really?
It wasn't really happening this weekend.
I personally, in any one of those chats. I was just talking to a friend of mine today on Instagram because I'm big on karaoke. That's why I was so interested.
Oops, I did it again.
That's why I was so interested. When you were talking about what was it, your Shrimp Street boys.
Shrimp Street Boys, yeah.
Because dude, Eddie can attest. I do one of the best versions of Dick in a Box anybody's ever heard.
Ooh, okay.
I do that duet all by myself.
My Dick in the Box.
I mean, I might be willing to share the stage, but you gotta kill it, bro. You gotta kill it.
Okay, let me know who you're gonna do, and I'll learn the part from the other person. Because full disclosure, I just found out about it. Was it Eddie? Less than 6 months ago?
In Houston, yeah.
In Houston, yeah, away day. So good team. You'd be traveling to away days. Yeah, you'd be going to away games with us and building stories like this. So Eddie introduced me to Dick in the Box in Houston, away last year. Sure. Our last game of the regular season last year. So yeah, let me know who you want to do. If you want to do JT or the cat, and I got you.
Oh yeah, most dev. I'm with it. But yeah, I was talking to somebody earlier today about possibly doing, a big chat room, and everybody kind of, do some karaoke, and just because I miss that. I probably miss that the most about all this is not being able to go out to a bar and being able to go make an ass out of myself, on stage. I miss performing, you know what I mean? Because I don't think I mentioned it on episode asterisk. I don't think I mentioned it, but I'm a front man for a band, Palm Threat, and yeah, man, we had a bunch of shows that were canceled, and I felt that we were on a good ride and everything was going really well, and then everything got shut down, and all of a sudden we're not really doing anything, and it's kind of a bummer, but hopefully things will get better soon, and I can get back out there in the world because I'm itching.
What kind of music do you guys sing?
It's like, I would say if I had to put it if I had to describe it to you, I'd probably say it's like it can fit under ska, punk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably say that. I'll stick to that for now. Yeah, it's ever evolving and developing. Because these guys just love fucking with shit, which I find is fucking awesome. But yeah, I would generally say most of the shows that we would play are mostly going to be like punk and ska shows.
For sure.
Nice. I mean, you're talking about getting out there soon and stuff. Maybe it doesn't look promising, us getting out soon, but I know Angel in the GA, in the last pod, you mentioned some positive things that were happening around the world and even in our own backyards. If you want to touch on that.
Oh yeah, and Linus. So curious, did you do any more research of any other things that you may have seen?
Well, I mean, just in general. All
right, go for it.
It's not really anything, specific that I have, to discuss about that. Just some positive things that are happening in Mother Nature. Obviously, our carbon emissions are down because factories aren't operating. Nobody's going to work. So, pollution is starting to get much better for us. There's less of it going around. Air is a lot cleaner. This goes for the water, too. I'm not sure what it's doing for the fishing industry. I imagine that they're still thriving. But to see, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the canals of Venice, there's actual wildlife.
Actually, I didn't know that.
Swimming through the canals of Venice, where normally it would be like mucky, cloudy, disgusting water, which I find pretty awesome. Yeah. Other than that,
the mucky water or the clean water?
No, the mucky water. It depends, bro. It depends on how many you've had. No. But no, it's nice for me on a personal level to be able to step outside and be able to see the freaking mountains from here without, a giant ugly cloud hanging over Los Angeles. Like it's pretty dope to see that. So just a couple of positives, things like that. I feel are good. Feel like Mother Nature is resetting itself because it caught this virus called humans, and it's ridding itself of.
It's coronavirus. The fuck? COVID-19.
You've been misinformed, Angel.
Yeah, Darwinism, survival of the fittest. We are surviving. So
right.
Mother Earth should be stronger than that. I just said that because Brian is on the chat and he's like, "Hey, Mother Earth." So fuck Brian.
Need to be careful, man. She might be listening. All of a sudden, your place is gonna split in half.
Listen, my emotions are already split in half, so I'll good.
You can't hurt me any more than
You
I'm
can't
already
hurt
hurt.
me anymore. Yeah,
Holy crap, the chat is lit. I didn't even realize.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, it's popping over there.
Yeah, Brian's having a whole conversation by himself over there.
yeah. It was at least since
Uh,
8:51 p.m. It's been all bright.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Easy.
Hey, shout out to I know people have been going in and out, but shout out to everyone that's been listening to us and just hearing us out. To listen to these three
Shout out
guys.
to Angel Martinez who's on the chat.
But sticking with the positive things going on, I know we had to do our best to flatten this curve. So don't go out, even if it's like certain essentials. I know I saw things like it was Lazy Dog that had packages, because obviously I'm assuming they're just stacked with food that they can't use. They have packages that even involve toilet paper, so you get all this food and toilet paper, and it's like $40, and they deliver it to your house.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
There's a lot of people doing a lot of cool things just to stay in business, to keep the place alive. Coming back from Denny's was doing free delivery. Like, there's just stay in the game because it's hard out there, family. It's hard.
Well,
It's
I heard
really
all
hard.
of Garden was also doing was it you buy one, you get two? I mean, no, you get another one free or something like that. I
Yeah.
forget what it is. They have some deal, but it's like, oh shit. No, I
Hey,
can't remember who the fuck
they
I was talking to. Talking about the tour of Italy, and like, hell yeah, that sounds about
That,
right.
that was
They
us.
still have unlimited unlimited breast.
Oh, there you go.
You just sit in your car and just like shoot him, shoot him.
Keep bringing it in.
No, but yeah, Olive Garden, but that one's curbside pickup. So any plate you get, buy one get one free. And I mentioned that to BA the other day, like, dude, order the tour to Italy or whatever. You're set for a few days right there.
Yeah, you're right. And that's at least a good 2-3 days of food.
Yeah.
I think one. I know. I'm kidding.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask, to add to Eddie, because I know we were talking about advice and things like that. Definitely support your local restaurants if you're able to. I know that's one thing I did mention on one asterisk. If you're able to, and if they're still open, support your local restaurants. I mean, I know some of us can't because we're not working. But again, if you are able to, if you have the funds and you're able to do so, man, support your local businesses. Whatever little local Mexican and Central American spot you went to on a regular, shooting them the money. Then the difference is you're not gonna be leaving the tip. Like if you were going there every weekend or every other weekend, guess what? If it's that weekend they were going and you're still working, order from them. Buy some pupusas, buy some chilaquiles, whatever it is that people buy from your respective. Like, give them some love, man. Your local spots, give them some love.
Yeah, because it depends on us. I mean, they're probably gonna get some government backing too, but I guarantee you, it's not gonna be as much as they need. So they depend on their business. So like Angel said, if you can, dude, just go out there, even if it's for. I have a little carniceria right here that sells, napkins, and they have toilet paper sometimes. Obviously, right now it's not all the time, but we try to go there whenever we can. So if you need a little thing, just go to your local businesses because they need it as much as we do right now.
For sure. Yeah, true. The part on everybody is that right now is the easiest time to allow your vices to take control of you. Right now is the most susceptible you are, to them and allowing them to control your life. So the only advice that I can give everybody out there in a positive world is to don't let those vices control you. Take control and control them yourself. You don't have to dive, you don't have to reach rock bottom. There's always other alternatives. Anybody that knows me personally, reach out to me. If you need to have a conversation, if you want to chat, I'm definitely here. I'm always an open ear and a shoulder to cry on. I might not always be able to help, but at the very least, I can listen. And sometimes that's all we really need is somebody to listen. So don't let yourself get caught up like that, and don't succumb to those vices.
Yeah, what he said. If you're not on the live video, then I just have to wait for a bit. I just came to the re-ending, which goes back to why you're GA. Actually, we didn't talk about that, huh? So obviously, you're good Angel. I'm bad Angel. For context, I guess what I thought was episode 1, which turns out, according to Eddie, is quote unquote the pilot. The pilot episode is with him and GA, good Angel, and I was listening to the podcast, and for transparency, I didn't realize Eddie had mentioned that he had done a podcast, but I honestly, and I was pretty straight up, but like, I'm a shitty friend. I didn't listen to it. I knew I was supposed to, but I completely forgot. So then I finally listened to it one day while I was doing my workout, and I'm listening to this shit. I'm like halfway through it. I'm like, damn, this is not a pod for me. And it's I listened to the whole thing because it's Eddie. He's my homie. But
Right.
I told Eddie, yo, dope pod, but it's not for me. Because that other Angel, he's the complete opposite of me. Like, I heard the entire podcast, I'm like, what a fucking bitch. So I'm like what? But for context, like, if obviously the quote unquote, according to Eddie, this is episode 1, right? And the other one's the pilot. Go listen to the pilot so you guys can get the reference why GA is GA, because he's legitimately a good guy, right? And did it really?
No. That's not. The
Oh,
pilot
shit, my bad. Yeah. No, the pilot's still open, right?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud, and now
Yeah.
that we have a YouTube channel, I'll put it up there too, so people can hear it. I mean, there'll be no video, but it'll just be the audio. So
yeah, so that's why, like, pretty early on, when we were doing the before we hopped on live last week, I'm like, oh, what's up, GA? Like, GA, like, oh yeah, you're good, Angel, and I'm bad, Angel, because I heard the podcast and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this guy is completely opposite of me. It's crazy because we're both named Angel, but you're legit a real angel, right? And I'm not. I'm like,
That's funny,
the other
man.
one, yeah.
That's just too funny though, because it's like I can't tell you how many times I've heard that, and not just from people that I know, but just random strangers. One of my best friends and coworkers, Ivan, he is constantly giving me shit for being a fucking Boy Scout. That's what he calls me.
Yeah, you're a fucking Boy Scout. That's right. You know what?
What
If we were superheroes, you'd be Superman, and I'd be Batman. That's exactly what we'd be.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what? Maybe. That sounds right.
I see myself as the Penguin.
I can see that. Yeah, you're already black. The way you look.
Like
yeah, you're right.
You'd have to be an emperor penguin, bro. You're pretty tall, my guy.
I've got the hair, but it's gonna make it yellow.
Well, I don't know. The penguin from Gotham was not short, but he had that limp. That's the whole thing. So let's just break one of your legs and you'll be good.
All you need is a good limp.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, back to long story short, you're good Angel, I'm bad Angel. Listen to the pilot episode so you get the reference.
Yes. And we're about to check out right now. Thank you everyone who is still on and whoever listens to this, not live on YouTube, and I think I'll only have it on SoundCloud for now. And stay your ass at home. Stay
ass at home.
Yes.
Sam Jackson wrote a book about that shit.
Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home.
Things will get better, but it's only if we all, work together, and it's not even much work. Just stay home.
You guys may be going insane right now, but yeah, you're right.
No, I mean, yeah, no, you're right, and so am I. But like Angel mentioned earlier,
which one?
Good Angel.
All right.
While you walked away, if you're friends of any of us, you feel free to hit us up. You need a, you need a call. If you need a FaceTime. Yeah, it's better that than you going out there and just fucking it up for everybody else.
Definitely for Eddie and Good Angel. Don't hit me up. I'm probably gonna be like, what the fuck do you want? And then just click on you. Legit. I done that. That's my sister. She called me earlier, like, what do you want? I'm gonna do a podcast. And I just clicked on her and that's it.
Shut up. Because the other day, 2 days ago, you're like, thanks for calling when we called you for the test because you were going crazy.
Oh, listen, that's different though. I called you so that I can talk to you. I'm saying if you're calling me.
No. You're wrong. The Skype test we did. When Eli was telling about.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, but that's to be fair. You also were talking about porn and about Paige from WWE getting rammed and getting DP'd and all this bunch of shit on the Eiffel Tower. So of course I was intrigued. I was listening. Of course, that's different. Intrigued. That's different. And then you were telling me about Pornhub having unlimited. Or something like that. I forget what it was. So of course I was intrigued.
You know what the sad part is? Like that conversation segued from talking about his kid being into wrestling and showing his wrestling toy.
Oh, that's right. Because I called it. So listen, I know we're supposed to have 4 or 5 people to ask them about a specific wrestler. So my son has a toy. I don't know where the fuck it is right now. It's somewhere in here. It's a wrestler. I had no idea who the fuck it was because I don't watch new wrestling. All I know is Attitude Era and whatever was before that, right? So my son asked who is me, and I kept going through WWE toys on Google, and I couldn't fucking find it. Right, I put WWE toy with pink shorts or whatever he's wearing, pants or whatever. Couldn't fucking find it. So I called like 4 or 5 fucking friends. Not a single motherfucker answered except for Eddie. He's the last of the 5 people. He's the last one I comment. Oh, Eddie watches wrestling too. So I called him. Hey, because unfortunately, and on top of that, I didn't call him because he didn't have an iPhone. So I called everyone that I knew that likes wrestling with an iPhone first, and then like, yo, I need to hop on Instagram right quick. I need to talk to you right quick. So he called me from Instagram, and I asked him, who is this character? And it's like, oh, that's Xavier Woods. And then because of Xavier Woods, the conversation eventually came up. Oh, he DP'd Paige. I was like, what? And then the whole conversation came. Oh, look, I died right then. And then the whole conversation became about, Paige getting rammed and I don't know what. Yeah. Yep. All right, I could be stuck right there. Good right there.
Yeah, a Frozen Angel's fine. We're about to check out anyway. So yeah, again, final advice: just stay your ass at home, dude. Ain't nothing worth it out there. To just put everyone at risk and prolonging this shit longer than it has to be. We're looking at, I think, realistically, like at June now. So, you guys want to be home up to next year? Fuck it. That's on you. But all you got to do is fucking stay home, dude. Just stay home. Be resourceful if you need something. Get it delivered. All right. Nobody else got anything else to say?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of covered that. You're right. Stay the fuck at home. Oh, and you guys can call Eddie and Good Angel.
Oh, yes, that too. Well, thank you everyone for listening and kicking it with us here on Layman's Word, episode 1 that we finally made it through.
Asterisk.
If you want to find me on Twitter, you can find me as Eddie Nags altogether. Big shout out to co-host Angel. We will be here.
Which one?
Co-host.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
GA, bro. GA, get right.
GA. We will be here hopefully weekly, as long as we have stuff to talk about. Just give us that follow, subscribe, so you know when we're going on. And yeah, we're on all socials except no, actually we're not on all socials. I'm lying. We're just on Instagram, so you can find Layman's Word on
Wrong cast, bitch.
My bad. Go for it, GA. If you want to give out your Twitter handle.
You can catch me at Deep Sleep Daydreamer on all social media platforms. Catch my band at Bomb Threat Music on IG. I've got another podcast that I do, a paranormal podcast, where we talk all things paranormal, The Jack Show. You can catch us on the Super Audio Network on the YouTube. Yeah, that's pretty much everywhere you can find me.
And shout out to BA Angel, Bad Angel, for being a guest not once but twice.
Asterisk.
With us here, man. Again, thank you again. You're always welcome back, man. Any other category, we talk about, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about, where we need you, but you're always welcome. If you want to give out where they can find you, man.
You can catch me outside. How about that? Actually, right now you can't. Right now, yeah, you can't.
We just told everyone to stay home.
Yeah, you guys can't catch me outside right now. But you can catch me on. I know on the stream. I believe I may have been with my Twitter handle, but as I mentioned in episode 1, asterisk, my Twitter account's really mostly for Galaxy related shit, and I've been pretty sad lately because I have no Galaxy. So I haven't been on Twitter. If you really want to connect with me, head over to my Instagram, and that's ADF3691. So give me a follow there and slide in my DMs. You want to talk about whatever.
You want to talk about Paige or whatever.
Yeah, and Eiffel Towers and Xavier Woods and apparently according to Chewy, was it strawberry shortcakes?
And that's gonna be off air talk, and so that's gonna do it for us. We're gonna go out with the strawberry shortcakes. Angel, guest Angel, thank you again, man, for coming.
Appreciate you having me.
Big shout out to Chewy, man, holding it down for us because I couldn't figure it out. All right, guys. So we will catch you next time. Just keep up with our socials to know what will be going on. If you guys got any topics you guys want us to talk about, hit us up. Stay your ass at home. We out of here.
It's up.